Hey, welcome back everybody. It's Dominic from the Primetime Treasure eBay store. You know, one of the places where I love to go to source merchandise are their estate sales and garage sales. And what I want to talk to you about today are some of the tools and items that you could carry with you that are gonna help you crush it at those sales in terms of being successful. So these are all things that you could carry with you in your pocket that give you an advantage above other people who are also at the sale. They're all things that they're small, you can carry them in your pocket. It's easier to do it in the winter time when you have big oversized pockets. Of course, you're not going to garage sales then, you're more going to estate sales. The estate sales are all year round, but these are things you could carry with you in a light jacket. If it's a really hot day, you could keep them in cargo shorts, and I'm going to show you with some examples here of some of the things that you'd want to carry around with you. So one of the things, and this is more for when you're at an estate sale, is you'd like to want to carry with you a small flashlight. Now the reason why you would want that is because there's going to be situations in estate sales where there are going to be cellars and certain closets that the lights aren't working, and you're going to want to turn the flashlight on so you could look down, look up, and see you know, things in better lighting. Sometimes you'll be in an attic that's pretty dark, and this extra light will be a huge benefit to you. Now, personally, I actually don't carry the flashlight around with me. This one's more of a medium size. There are mini ones that are about this big, but if you just go into the Apple store, if you have an iPhone or another type of app store, you could just download a flashlight app to your phone, and then you just press it and it gives you some light that shines through, and you could just use that as a flashlight. And that's what I do, so I don't have to carry anything extra. But if you want a little bit of a stronger light, feel free to get a mini flashlight. Some other things which I'm going to show you are in my pocket over here, and I'm just going to pull them out randomly. This one is a chisel. Okay, now the reason why you would need this, and if you go back to one of the haul videos, that's the first haul video that I have up, you're going to see there was a Peel's beer sign that was on the wall. It was from the 1960s. It was 1969, and there was another person who wanted it, who actually got there ahead of me, and it was stuck to the wall, like right here, and he couldn't get it off. And so he just wound up leaving it there. So I just took the chisel, went over, it was glued onto the wall, just simply pried it off, popped it right off, and now I have the item. It's listed up on eBay for $200 and has a watcher. So if you want to see that, you can go check that out at the eBay store. But that's, you know, something that I was just easily able to get just by popping it out with the chisel. Other items that you might want to take with you, this would be a little tape measure that you could carry with you. Now the reason why you would want this is if you were looking up the completed solds for an item that you see, maybe it's an action figure or some type of toy, and or a race car or something like that, and you see that it doesn't matter what the item is, but let's say they're giving you different prices for whether it's 12 inches, 16 inches, 18 inches, and you know, you're trying to guesstimate it without a measuring tape or ruler. This is an easy way to do it. You don't have to you know, try to guess. You just use the measuring tape, you line it up, and you could figure out, you know, easily how big the item is, and then you know what the proper comparison is to the completed solds. And so this is better than obviously having a ruler. A ruler, you know, is long, it's just going to give 12 inches, you know, and you can't really fit in your pocket. So a tape measure, very easy, folds up, nice and compact, light, easy to carry with you. Another item that you want to have with you would be a little notepad. Now the notepad is more helpful for the estate sales, because what you can do if you're making cash transactions is you are just writing down your you know, the date, you're writing down what it is you purchased and what the price is, and you have them sign it. Now a lot of estate sales will have receipts, but at garage sales, for example, they don't normally have that. So you just take this and you get them to sign the bottom. This is helpful for the IRS, for taxes at the end of the year. If you ever have to prove to the IRS that you actually purchased something, making your own cash receipt and having a signature from somebody else is very important, because without the signature, it's just your word for what you paid for it. So a signature is very, very helpful. accountants will give you that advice. I'm not an accountant, but that's the type of advice they would give you. And obviously, if you're going to ask people to give you a receipt and they don't have a pen with them, you want to make sure you carry a pen with you. So just in case they don't have one, you could write it out yourself right there. So that's another item. Another item you also want to have with you, and this has been very helpful for me, are mini screwdrivers. You want to have a flathead and you want to have a Phillips head. This is going to help you when there are items at estate sales and once in a while at a garage sale that in the garage that's actually screwed onto the wall. And so let's say, for example, this was an item that I wanted here. Well, if I couldn't get it, I have my screwdriver and now I can just fit it in and I could just unscrew it off of the wall. I have taken many items off walls in estate sales, and this is how I do it. The other people don't have it, they can't get it, and I wind up getting it because I was prepared. Another item that you want to carry with you are batteries. Batteries are going to help you test out products at the sale and will let you know whether or not you should purchase it or not. So there's really a few main types of batteries that you want to keep with you in your pocket. One would be the 9-volt battery, so you want to have one of those. You also want to have AA batteries, and I would suggest that you take 2 with you, at least on you. You could have more in the car as a backup, but at least have 2. That should be able to test out most items, most toys and things like that, remote controls, that kind of stuff. You know, a lot of remote controls actually take AAA, so you want to have some AAA batteries with you as well. Toys take AAA. I would suggest that you take about 3 AAA batteries with you, so 1, 2, 3, and you could take more with you in the car. I also have C and D batteries that I keep in my glove compartment. I don't carry them in the pocket because they're, they're a little bulkier, a little heavier. With all the other stuff I have, it's a little too much. But the C and D batteries, keep those in the car. I've used those as well to test out items, and it's helped me figure out whether or not I want to make a purchase or not. So the last thing I would tell you that you want to keep with you are rubber bands. And I carry a few with me here, different sizes. Obviously very light, very easy to keep with you. The reason why I carry them around is for posters. So if you find a poster that's been on the wall at an estate sale, for example, for many years, or maybe you find that at a garage sale and it's in the, it's kind of rolled up, but it unfurls really easily. Just taking the rubber band, putting it right around the poster will help carry it around easily so it's not opening up constantly. So I use these all the time at estate sales and garage sales to wrap up posters and keep them nice and compact so I don't have to worry about it getting damaged throughout the course of the sale. Now, if there's other items and tools that you like to take with you at garage sales and estate sales that help give you a competitive advantage, please drop that below down in the comment section. I'd love to know about it. I think this channel could be a place where, I could learn from you and you could learn from some of the tips I'm sharing as well. If you like this video, please make sure you hit that like button as hard as you can. Make sure that you subscribe, give a big thumbs up, and keep coming back to check out more videos. Really, really important to hit that subscribe button, folks. Thank you very, very much. Have a great week.